Backseat bets presented by MGM. This is my favorite part. Lucky for us, we have the head-to-head matchup pro over here back on the table. Finally, you're back with us.
Is that you? Because my head-to-head picks have been really bad.
Mine haven't been great either.
I understand the format, not very good at this.
Let's get into it. First up, these two have history. Kim, you already mentioned it. Chase Elliott versus Denny Hamlin. This is not about who wins the race. This is just about how well they outperform the other driver. Casey?
Outperforming, I'm having Chase Elliott. He's had way more consistency than Hamlin in that 11 team throughout the season. And Chase runs well at Martinsville. I'm going Chase Elliott.
I don't think it's a bad pick. I'm taking Denny Hamlin just because I think that the pressure of mistakes was mounting. Driver mistakes, he blamed it on himself, said, hey, he's missed a shift, did some other things. He went to victory lane. I think he's just going to be relaxed and have fun at Martinsville. And I don't care who the race car driver is. When you kind of just let them relax and be at their best, I think that's when they do their best. I think Chase is looking for a good run. Danny Hamlin's just looking for another win.
Yeah, Chase Elliott will disagree on both of these things because I'm not picking him, and I'm also riding with momentum, so I'm going the 11, Denny Hamlin. Next up, the 2Rs, Ryan Blaney versus Ross Chastain. Both showed a lot of speed this past weekend in Richmond, which was a little unexpected for me, I think. Steve, you want to kick us off with this one?
I'm taking Blaney. I think he qualifies so well. We talked about how many laps he leads. Listen, Ross Chastain is perhaps the surprise of the year, regardless of the win, his consistency. But I have to agree with what Kim said earlier. If Ryan continues to just lead laps, eventually I think the opportunity is going to come his way. But these matchups are great because I think they're going to run right next to one another.
This was the hardest matchup for me, but then I got to go Blaney. I have to agree. We talk about how well their qualifying efforts are. The first pit stall, if they're able to get the pole again, is so crucial at Martinsville. And regardless of whether or not he's able to turn that into a win, just if they're able to get that first pit stall based on what their qualifying has been throughout the beginning of the season, that puts you ahead of the game the entire Martinsville race.
All right, just for the sole reason of disagreeing with these two, Ross Chastain, why not? Watermelon and hot dog. Sounds like a good combination to me. Next up, Martin Truex Jr. versus William Byron, both with different strategies this past weekend. Will they continue at Martinsville, Casey?
I know I said that the winner will come from the under 30 camp at Martinsville, but this head-to-head matchup, we're not talking winners, we're just talking better finishes. I'm going Martin Truex Jr. I just think, you look at that, and he's a multi-time winner at Martinsville. I think he's got a little more finesse in terms of his racing skill at these short tracks than William Byron.
I'm taking MTJ for the simple fact that earlier in the year, I didn't know how he would adapt to the new car. He went to a track where he statistically is great at, and he was in the mix again. So why would that not carry forward to Martinsville? I think it's going to be the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. that's going to win this matchup.
Multiple clocks there in the Truex household. It's called Martinsville. Duh, Martin Truex Jr. Last one, the two Kyles. Steve's riding this one apparently all the way to Phoenix. If you don't pick Kyle Busch, I'm super disappointed. Kyle Busch versus Kyle Larson.
I'm taking Kyle Busch.
Shocker.
I just think that, Kyle Larson, now there's high expectation, but they have struggled with some consistency to their level. Now, it's still a good year. I'm not knocking them. But if you go back to how phenomenal the 5 was last year, they definitely are a little more hit or miss this year. I think all these matchups are very tough to pick because they're good matchups. I think Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson, I actually think we're going to have another new winner. So for that reason, I'm taking Kyle Busch.
Getting a little rowdy over there.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to pick the opposite, Kyle. I'm going with Kyle Larson. I think, Kyle Busch, they had a pretty good showing at Richmond. He is good at short tracks. He's got the most short track wins of active drivers. But I think something's going to ruffle his feathers at Martinsville, and he's going to get in his own head.
So she gave me every reason it should be my pick and then disagreed with me on a principle.
Yeah, that's how we do it here.
This is a great relationship we're working on right here. Real good team unison here on the show. Right? Good.
Yeah, always. Teammates at all times of the day. Well, if it's a short track, I'm going with the Busch automatically. So Kyle Busch on this one, even though I'm just going to sit on the back of the 5 and wave to you guys as we ride off to Phoenix. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more clips, highlights, and full-length episodes. Also, check out NASCAR.com to stay up to date with all the latest news.